Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Guys, why do people quit tennis?
Why are we talking about quitting?
Because,
We don't quit.
well, we don't quit, but apparently people do for various reasons. So somebody had asked that question to me, and well, I thought you and I are the oldest pros here, and we've seen everything. Why not be us answering this question? Stay tuned. Hey guys, do you need help organizing your tennis life? Well, think Go! We got the Axiom line here, the 9-pack duffel, my favorite bag, the 9-pack Axiom 2.0. They even make a 12-pack if you're going on tour. And my favorite backpack of all time. I love that bag. So if you want to organize your tennis life, think Go. All right, so we're on the couch today, getting a little comfortable. We're going to talk about why people quit tennis. And aside from the most obvious, coach, is injury,
Right.
you know, because tennis is kind of grueling on your knees and hips and ankles and wrists and arms and elbows
shoulders.
and brains,
Right.
you know, because it's mentally draining too. And that's, you know, your brain is a muscle, right? You know, just dealing with all this league stuff and people behaving badly on the court. Yeah, it'll strain your brain. Okay? But why else do people quit tennis? Like, we'll start with the younger kids, like high school, in which you coach and I, you know, deal with also in terms of our summer program. What happens in high school?
Usually, at least where we're trying to keep kids playing, filling our teams. We have a JV team and a varsity team. So, you know, we're still trying to get them growing and playing and enjoying the sport. I think after high school, you know, it can become your time is limited. You're maybe
Right.
in college, you don't have anybody to play with. Your friend group is not with you anymore that you were playing with all the time. You know, time just slips by.
Right.
And then you get out of college and now you're like, oh boy, I need to
Make a living.
I gotta make a living. Now I'm grinding and, you know, I can't find a court or I don't have access to a partner that is readily available at the same time you are.
That's true. It takes two to play tennis, right? And if you're only one, you're kind of scrambling for a game or trying to find like an old friend who you used to play with or joining a league or going out there just, you know, doing flex leagues to play tennis. But it's always good to have what I call like a workout partner, like a tennis partner. Even when you like rewind a little bit before high school, like you have your summer camps and you have your normal camps that are after school. Like those camps, you have to kind of either be in a group or have a friend, or you're doing it with a bunch of other friends. So there's always kind of a core. I'm doing it because Johnny's doing it, because my mom's making me do it with Johnny, you know, kind of a thing. So
and you want to build it that way so you have people to hit with, you have friends to hit with that are similar level, and somebody who you would hang out with even if it weren't tennis. You could, hey, we're going to go hit for a half hour and then we're going to the pool or whatever, right? You know,
exactly. So let's just say you're good enough to be in a college team in which you'll be playing for 4 years. You have your core. You know, you pretty much go into college with friends already that you're going to make, even if you don't know them, because you're going to be spending the next 4 years with the team.
It's like a fraternity in
Right.
itself.
Exactly. And that's one of the advantages of joining a tennis team or being on a tennis team in college, because you're going to know each other and you're going to be friends no matter what, because that's just going to be how it is. And the good thing is you're going to be friends for hopefully life, or you're going to be enemies for hopefully life. Just depends. Okay? Just depends. So you get 4-year great experience. When you come out, you got to quit because you got to work, right? Or you get burned out. And then you come back.
Well, also, depending on your area, like where we are, there's a lot of clubs. Well, clubs are usually expensive,
Right.
Either monthly dues or your initiation fee, or, if you're in your early, 30s, you may be looking to start a family. And so do you have the resources to, put that out where you're like, okay, now we're, adding that expense.
That's true, because you've quit, and then now you got mouths to feed and a family to raise, and tennis may not be on top of mind or spectrum because of the cost.
Right.
So,
but as the kids get older and all of a sudden, hey, I want to get back into it, or a friend at work plays, he got me to go hit, or a neighbor, hey, I saw the racket in your garage, let's go play, and sort of kind of brings you back into it. Or hopefully, if you love tennis as a kid, you help get your kids, and you married with kids or whatever, you start to teach the game to your kids or get them exposed to it.
Right, and that's how we get back into the sport. And by the way, I've seen that racket in the garage many times. Clean that crap up before you bring it to the shop. Okay, thank you. All right.
That's why they're bringing it to you, so you can clean
I
it
can
up.
clean it up, exactly. Like, leave it in the garage, come and see me and buy a new racket. Okay, so we're back into hopefully playing, and then we're now playing as 3-0s, 3-5s, 4-0s, depending on where we land in a club or at the neighborhood.
And that would be USTA ranking.
Right, that's correct. And so now we're playing again, and we are overly committed to playing now. Because we're back in, we got friends now, we want to get better as fast as we can. What happens, Coach? We overdo it.
Usually. Right.
This is when we injure ourselves.
Right.
This is when we burn out in a year or two.
Or just overdo it and forget that you're playing for the long haul.
Right. Everybody wants to get good so fast. It's like, it's not a sprint. It is a marathon.
Right.
Okay.
But if we go back to the juniors, which we've U-turn, you can also have a bad experience. You can have bad experience playing tournaments. You can get bad experience with parents. You can get a lot of those things will make you go, I don't know if I like this. I like hitting. I like playing with my friend, but I don't like going to the tournaments. I don't like seeing kids cheating. I don't like seeing parents getting involved when they shouldn't be. It becomes not fun.
Right. And that happens, like, the magic age for juniors quitting is 13. That's what every coach tells me. 13 is what? Puberty, right? You start discovering the opposite sex. And is the opposite sex more intriguing to you? Or is tennis still intriguing to you? That's the question they have to answer. So, and it's kind of hard to kind of go 50-50. Some kids do, and I admire that. But it's like you're now combing your hair and dressing nicely and, doing things that a 13-year-old in puberty is going to do. And then tennis is like, you're sweaty and you're dirty. And, it's something that you may just have to do now. And you don't want to do it for mommy and daddy anymore. You don't want to do it for yourself. So you quit the game. And you mentioned the cheating thing, right? That's probably a buildup to that too. Like, you're tired of people cheating you since you were a junior all the way up to you were 13 and 14. And it's like you find that as an excuse to quit.
It's just not enjoyable.
Right. I mean, how would you feel going out there and just getting cheated on line calls all the time? And then you now have to start thinking about, what do I do? Do I just keep playing like this, or do I cheat too?
No, don't do that. And also, I think also your after school time is so, what was your time now becomes more condensed.
Oh yeah.
You have your, say you get out of school at 3 o'clock, you have from 3:30 till 5:30 for you time, let's call it. So whatever you want to do, whether it be other sports or tennis, whatever. And then after 5:30, you're like getting home, you're eating dinner, you now have homework, probably hopefully take a shower, clean yourself up, and then you're knocking off, hitting the hay again, starting over again. So you find that those 2 hours after school are, what are you going to do? What do you want to invest? What are you going to give 100% for? And you have to make choices, and it's,
What are you doing?
Hey, Coach, I'm ricing. I hurt my ankle, so ricing.
Ricing?
Ricing.
You mean rest, icing, compression, and elevation?
Rice?
becomes more challenging.
So it becomes hanging out with friends,
Yep.
or playing tennis. And the ones that stay in it are hanging out with friends, playing tennis.
Right.
So a lot of it has to do with who your friends are and if they play tennis, I guess, when you're of that age. And I think it's the same thing if you draw a line from that 13-year-old to that 33-year-old or the 44-year-old or the 53-year-old, like all the way down. It depends who your friends are. If they are playing tennis, or if you make friends playing tennis, you will continue playing tennis, barring an injury. So barring that extreme cheaters and leagues and all that hate speech that teams speak of each other. So it's interesting how, if you look at it from a 13-year-old's perspective, it's almost the same as if you look at it from an adult's perspective too, because it's for the same reasons, right?
Well, hopefully as an adult, you can say that there's enough time has elapsed, and that the things that made you stop before, you kind of refine that and reconnect with the joy of the game and playing.
They're still going to teach you, Coach.
I didn't say they were. That's not stopping until people's eyesight gets better or people's integrity gets better. But that's, there's not many sports where you're the player, you're the umpire, and you're the scorekeeper. And that's our game. Yeah. And that's what makes it special, is you have to be all three of those. Right when that ball hits the ground, you're all like, is it in? Is it out? Remembering the score.
And that,
how to handle the adversity. Like, hey, come up to the net. Let's talk about it. Hey, I forgot the score. Hey, where are we at? Was it 30? Oh, wait, no, it's 40-30. Okay, hey, how do you solve those problems? You have to learn for yourself, to stick up for yourself, because in every other sport, there's an adult or officials that do those things for you. And so here you're like, hey, no, remember on the first point, you hit double faulted. And then the next point, I missed the return, and how to kind of go back and kind of work your way back into being able to be a little more, adult, or be able to handle the situation.
Right. I mean, as a junior, what are you playing for? Maybe a college scholarship, maybe a better ranking. At least there's some kind of glory in junior tennis. But if you go USTA, right, what's the glory?
Oh, your team, you can talk and brag with your friends at the bar or on your evening out that you guys are going to nationals and your team is
so you cheated your way to nationals. Okay. Mm-hmm.
So the guys sandbag so they don't have to practice and they can just win their way through. And the women want to sound like they're way higher. They're a 4-0 really when they're a 3-0, and they want to sound.
So it sounds like fantasy football,
There is some there's some fantasy out there, that's for sure.
huh?
But
Fantasy tennis. Okay. All right. So I mean, that's the thing. I love the people that you play with that literally just don't care. I'll win, I'll lose. It doesn't matter. It's
come
a game.
play, win or lose, and leave.
That's the game.
Don't sit after and complain. It was windy. My partner didn't play well. My opponents cheated me. I mean, like, just come and enjoy the experience.
Yeah.
And everybody's competitive. Once you put score in there,
I know.
everybody wants to win.
I know.
And that's
the nature of the game.
Absolutely.
It's the nature of people. And, I guess we covered most of it, right? It's just the people that you play with. If they're in, you're in. Injuries. That's pretty much
Time.
the main
Like,
two.
do you have time?
Time.
You
is
have
number
time to
three.
do it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, is there any other reasons why you quit tennis? I mean, aside from maybe not having access to a court or not having access to a racket, if there's a ball shortage, I don't know. What else is there? Let us know in the comments and share it with our community. All right. Coach Rob, thank you for your experience
That just means I'm old.
in this. Hey, I'm right there with you.
We're there together. So that's why we're sitting on a couch.
Feels
Two
good.
old guys on a couch.
Exactly. Talking about quitting tennis.
Not us. Not
No,
us.
we're here. We're going to talk about it even though we're not playing it right now. Guys, thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis.